Welcome to my wonderful channel. We do lots of crazy ASMR videos here, and we also have a lot of fun. I like to tell stories, and I do like doing stuff with the community and getting involved with the people that I'm getting to know. Now, what we're going to do today is something a little interesting. I got a package in the mail from my good friend Raven, and she makes these wonderful little craft rune stones, and I just got them in the mail, and this is a new set I got. I wanted a little bigger set I thought would look better on camera, so she was gracious enough to make these for me. These are the ones I'm going to use in my videos more often, and because there was so much clay left over, pretty much, she made me these other sets. This is my little, like I like to do like show and tell at first, and she made me these little green ones, and she made me a set of little purple ones, so we'll get them out here, and look at those, and they're kind of cool. And the idea here is, I said, hey, why don't we do a contest? I've got over 1,200 subscribers, and in the old days on YouTube, we used to do things to drive our channels, to get more views, to get more subscribers, and we would do contests. Now, one thing you could do is you could set a goal, like when I get to 1,500 or 2,000 subscribers, I'll pull a name randomly and give away a set of rune stones. Now, I haven't got it all figured out yet what I want to do. And what's cool is she gives you these little bags so you don't lose them. So I thought that was really neat. Now, I haven't got how I want to do the contest yet, but I do want to do that. I have these, and then I want to give away a couple other little sets that I got earlier from her. So if anybody has like an idea for a contest or a way to give away these rune stones, let me know, because I want to get more involved with putting back into the system when I get stuff out of it, as funny as it sounds. And I say that, and I mean it. This series that I do is kind of like a shout out series. Put these off to the side. I want to do a shout out. This is my energy drink. I just thought you might like that. It's really fun. But anyway, I wanted to do more to put back in the community, and that's what this is. This is really a way for me doing these RuneStone readings and talking about my friends, and actually it works better that way. It's a chance for me to put back in what I get out of YouTube. Now, I don't make a lot of money doing these videos at this time, and I certainly I'm not going to get rich. But when it comes to gifts of the spirit, I am, well, I consider myself one of the richest people out there. I have met so many kind people, so many genuine people that I call friend. And they're my friends. They're not my internet friends. They're my friends. And they mean a lot to me. And I can't give everybody who's a subscriber or a friend of mine a RuneStone kit, but I can try to give away as many as I can. So if you have any ideas what you think the contest should be, put it below in the comments section. And here's what we're going to do. We're just going to take a little fistful. Never cast these ever, so this will be interesting. Uh-oh. That was bad. I didn't even tell you who we were going to do a casting for. Well, we were going to do a casting for my good friend. Ooh, that's right. My good friend, King Ciggy. Now, King Ciggy goes by Lewis Gill also, And he is an old, dear friend of mine. Old in the fact that he's been my friend a long time. Because he's very young at heart. Very young at heart. But Ciggy and I go way back. We've been friends since the day we met. He's always been kind to me. And his friendship means a lot to me and to my wife and my family. We all greatly respect him. And he's from Canada. I met him in Toronto at a YouTube gathering. And I always bring it up whenever I talk about him. And I can't say enough about my good friend King Ciggy. And Lewis, if you happen to see this, I really count a few people in my mind and my heart as close friends. Not to leave anybody out, but somebody I always knew I could go to and talk to and share with. And I didn't have to answer to them. They were my friend, just for being a friend. And I could count on a hand or two those people in my life, and I consider Lewis one of them. Like Lewis would also agree that Stephen Gilmore of One Blazing Eagle One is also one of those people, probably for both of us, that we just think the world of that young man, and the kindness that friends can share with each other means a lot in the world when things aren't going so well, and maybe things aren't the way they would like to be for all of us. You can always go to somebody. So this is a reading for a non-ASMR person, and I don't even believe King Ciggy's ever commented or talked about my videos or even watched one. But he's a friend. And what I wanted to do today was express that it means so much to me. That's why I'm doing this. And he did ask, or said I could do one. Now we're going to do a reverse reading because they turned upside down. This is the future. This is the past. We'll read these in reverse. And this is the present right here. Now, basically, whatever you would see positive, you would try to flip it and look at it in a reverse way. Not necessarily in a negative fashion, but the reverse. Now this first stone, flip it over, is, let's see, not that one. Okay. This is a reference to the ancestral god Odin. And it is a message within. Listening to that little voice, advice from others, chance encounters, careful thought, so you will know what to do from this point in time. Now that's the positive. In the reverse, watch out for trickery, the dark side of yourself when others interfere with your plans, or where there is failed communication. Now this is important. Ciggy is a very gracious person, a very open person, a very kind person. And it's important for him to watch out for trickery, watch out for deceitful actions, people trying to get him to do a shout out just to make them more popular, taking advantage of his kindness. This is very telling in the present, because I see my friend King Ciggy dealing with these kind of situations a lot. He'll do anything for anybody that he can, but there are people out there that are unscrupulous who will take advantage of his kindness. And it's something for him to think about in the present. Okay, this stone is, let's see, what is that? Okay. This is low energy. Tyr, the sky god. Normally, it is motivation, spiritual enrichment, transcendental self, the spirit side, taking flight. But here we see the reverse of it, low energy and lack of enthusiasm. Ciggy has been doing some really really great videos lately. He did the ice bucket challenge recently, and he was incredible at it. A man of his age doing it is just a spectacular thing, that he would take a chance like that. And I applaud him for that. But here we have the reverse of it: low energy and lack of enthusiasm. It's easy to get down. Excuse me, I have a little bit of a cold. It's easy to get down. It's easy to get frustrated. And in the winter months, with very little sun, you just can't get out of the house. I can understand seeing this stone come up in a reading of the present for him. It is the darkest days of winter right now. So let's wish him the best on that. Now, even though these are all negative or in reverse, they're not bad. The reason I say these readings aren't bad is it gives you an insight on the things that he might need to concentrate on to make his life more positive, to make his life more fulfilling for himself. Not allow negativity, not allow lack of energy, and not allow himself to be taken advantage of. These could be good things in your life in the present, not bad and not negative in the sense that it's overbearing and overpowering. These are things that can be overcome, and I find that quite enriching in a reading like this when we're talking about the present. Now, this last stone is, let me get my notes. I always love reading my notes because I am not an oracle. We do this for self-help purposes only. Okay, this one is a little strange. This refers to destructive forces. The destructive forces of nature and things that are out of our control cannot be reversed. So you read this one way or the other, either up or over, you read it the same. And what it's telling you is there are things in the present that are going to happen. Snowstorms, cold weather, dangerously cold weather. These things are happening right now to him and where he lives in Toronto. And they are out of his control. You know, you want to go to Horton's and get a cup of coffee, but you can't because it's bad out. It's dangerous, and it's unhealthy to even go out there in this weather. And that's something that he needs to concentrate on in his life and focus on. Not letting the destructive forces of nature and things that are out of his control ruin him in the present. And that says a lot about, you know, winter and this time of year. Okay, now let's look at the past and how it affects the present. The past, we have this big X stone. Aren't these cool too? These are really nice. They look good on camera. Raven really outdid herself. Okay. This one is harmonic gift of harmonic relationships. Unity with self and others, especially with our higher selves, nature, and all things around us, cannot be reversed. You read this stone exactly the way it is set, whether it's reversed or not. And that is, Ciggy is the kind of person who connects with people on a higher level, on a spiritual level. Distance, time, age, these things have no meaning to him in his life. He connects with you. You're his friend. You're his friend. He sees that. Everything else he throws out. He's a person of not black and white standards, but he has black and white morals when it comes to his friend. You're either his friend or you're not. That's Ciggy. He thinks a lot of people and things that are boundaries, physical boundaries, distance, they have no real concept or ways of stopping him from still being your friend. When you're his friend, you're his friend. And this does mean a lot to me. And this ties into the present, where we once again want to say, don't allow weather, this horrible winter we're having, don't allow the problems you've been having with people taking advantage of you, people getting you down. Don't let that stop you, because your friends are there with you. No distance No amount of time can separate you from your true friends. And that's what I take from this. Okay. And this last one is actually upside down. So we'll turn it over. And that one is the bliss and glory. This is the future. And we're going to read it in a positive way, not the reverse. You do not need anybody. Peace, pleasure, self-worth, joy, and serenity. Happy results, harmony, prosperity. Ziggy's a happy man. And in the future, he knows the only thing he needs to rely on is his own heart, his own goodwill. He doesn't have to gain acceptance from others in the future or even in the present to have approval for himself. He's his own man. He doesn't have to answer to anyone else. And I know that about him. He does have to answer to his cat, though. That's important. And, excuse me, I gotta get a drink. He's a loner, but he's not alone. He makes his own way. He's successful in his own way, and he's happy with his life. And he's going to continue being happy in his life. Not alone, not lonely, but content. He's content with the person that he is. He's content with his life. And how many of us can say that to ourselves? How many of us are truly happy with our situation in the universe and the world? And with others, with people in our lives? Ziggy can say that. Can you? I'd like to thank everyone for joining me. I will have more Dr. Andrew Michaels videos. In fact, we're filming one tomorrow. I was unable to film one today due to the weather, work, and a little bit of a scratch in my throat. I got through this, but it's very hard. And I'm taking this little energy vitamin drink to help my throat, which is starting to fail right now. So I'm going to have to wrap this up. Thank you, King Ziggy, for allowing me to do a RuneStone reading for you. Thank you, my good friend, the Rockin' Raven, for allowing me to buy these beautiful stones from you. They are gorgeous. I absolutely love them. They are so cool. They look wonderful on the camera. And hopefully we can do a giveaway with them in the near future. As I said before at the beginning of the video, if you have any ideas for a contest, please let me know. This is the blank rune stone. It's never came up. It's pretty cool. That was easy to make, right? If you have an idea for a contest, please let me know. I keep repeating that because I do not know what everybody would like. But I'm sure there's a contest out there that everybody would be pleased with, and I can't wait to hear your suggestions. And until next time, please have a blessed day, and know that I do care about you, and I appreciate all of your support. Thank you. Bye-bye.